Subal, right? We could look at this matchup on paper, but I have to look at this matchup mentally. Poor Gons, man. Gons has been through the ringer. Gons has decided to come back, right, to playing, and ever since then, I just feel like we can't get a consistent performance out of him. Now, you're going up against Jaglum. For most people, this would be known as Council's very own Ziglet. One of my favorite players, I think, from New Jersey. So hype. Also, you know, plays with the box. My goodness, though, we're not going to see the finisher there. This gives the green light to Marcus to start getting something started, but only for a brief moment, as Jaglum, a.k.a. Ziglet, just going to take that first stock with ease.
You know, one of the funny things I watch about Ziglet is that sometimes, you're mentioning a little bit of the ringer that Marcus will go through. I swear, sometimes Ziglet will look like the most pristine player. I mean, look at all these crouch dashes, the box tech coming in. He's a Tekken player as well, so all of this kind of flows naturally to him. And sometimes you just see the most weird stuff, but you turn that into excellence when you get the drag down in there, follow-ups, clutching it out with the dragon uppercut, and I mean, this is a Kazuya game if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, I mean, what's there left to say, right? I mean, you got Palutena, who's a little bit lighter. You got Rage Drive Kazuya. We're just going to get a little bit of damage here on the... A little bit, never mind. It was a lot.
Oops,
it was a
40.
lot. It was a little bit of damage. Oh, I gotta say, though, we've been praising Ziglet this entire time. That was abhorrent DI on the back throw. Ziglet, you gotta be studying that one. Regardless, though, this is gonna give Marcus some time to get back into it. You know what? I'm just here to commentate. I don't even get paid for this.
I am dying. What did we just see? Just like, oh my god, he is on it. He's just letting it out.
Ziglet plays the mental game with Kazuya, too. Like oh yeah, you're definitely gonna get hit, but it depends on when.
He's just letting it rip. Like, instantaneously. Like, I want to come. He is after you. It's like... Oh.
One of them's going to hit. If the first one doesn't, the 65th will. I promise.
You know? Let's play the odds here. How long can you avoid me?
Back here.
Oh my god. I mean, this is what Palutena can do in theory. Like, you can just say, I want to back air, and there's nothing that you can do about it. And then you mix in a couple grabs, and suddenly you have a little bit of neutral going, but in already such a deep hole, and now with Rage Drive online, it's super scary for Marcus. Ziglet just can instantaneously take the stock if they find the button that they want to hit. Like, I'm not sure what that side B was for, but still in a pretty prime position. Any errant jump or any errant movement can mean the end for Marcus here in this game number 1. Looking for another up air there, but Marcus not giving it up.
Yeah, I think Ziglet has realized, you know what, maybe I should stop going for the same option over and over. I mean, Marcus's, you know, former PGR player status starting to come into bat here. Look at the pristine spacing here on the back air. Just not going to get hit by anything at this point. But now, just the run-in, yeah. What was Palutena at? Doesn't even matter. 179 worth of rage on Kazuya. That game 1 was a little bit goofy, if you will.
A little bit. Like, I feel like that's something good for Ziglet to kind of fall into. I mean, we've seen the difference of success, but the difference in style, but the same levels of success as like a Riddles versus a T, right? Where T is much more ratchet, much more willing just to throw it out. Like, I'm going to electric out of hit stun, do it, and you have to play around that. While Riddle's much more of a refined, trying to play an aggressive neutral and then turn that into big combos. Ziglet needs to kind of combine both of them.
Yeah, right. I mean, once again, when you play Tekken already, you have the box. There's a lot of things you can do, but one thing you're not going to be able to do is hold that stock. Marcus with a beautiful opener finding double up air, double nair, excuse me, and will continue the nair train. The Palutena pain train has been staple ever since this game came out, Ubal. It hurts no matter what % you're at.
And it just doesn't go away. Like, just one of those characters that will never be truly bad. It's like, oh, I mean, we were talking in early game 2019. Man, like, this character's so easy. Like, it's so free. As we move on, it's like, wait a minute. Like, in order to succeed as Palutena sometimes, you really need to have a good understanding of what makes Smash Ultimate a fluid game. And Palutena just plays Smash Ultimate better than so many other characters. And an invincible back air certainly helps that out. Yeah,
reading the jump heights on everything as well on Marcus's side here. Finds the stun, though. This is one of those danger zones, I think, for Kazuya, right? Sometimes you get kind of, like, tossed around, but it's all about how you regain momentum. Going for the 10-hit combo, and
Okay.
I cannot believe Magnet Hands worked. Not going to be enough here, though. Rage Drive still in effect. Zig, bro.
I'm
gonna keep it a buck with you, Zig. You are so much better than this, my guy. What happened?
Man went for 10-hit combo when he meant to do a Mach Punch combo, and instead he gets he misses an air dodge trying to chase way too far after already using up B. Like Ziglet, you had Marcus's go next game. Now this might be Ziglet's go next game because nothing seems to be connecting in the same way it was before. And shoutouts to Marcus for doing that, just kind of resolving himself in this game plan.
Marcus is playing oppressively defensive, right? Still throwing out moves, still throwing out hitboxes, but playing it with enough spacing away where when Ziglet tries to go in with a move, Marcus is safe enough away that if he's a little misspaced by a little bit, he's gonna get hit by the back air. It's very, very smart coming out from Marcus here, but you can tell, once again, just trying to get these shield hits. There's the up tilt, and there's the up air. We're going to game 3 here. Marcus looking a lot better that game. So let's see if we can get the game 1 version of Ziglet and the game 2 version Marcus and have a really, really solid game 3.
Yeah, let's put it together and see what we got here, Lyric. But the matchup is going to come down to what is Ziglet's plan for back air. In the same way, Marcus's plan for everything that Kazuya does, because Kazuya is always moving forward, is retreating bear.
Sure.
And that's a hell of a thing to beat. That's a hell of a wall.
Yep.
So we need to see Ziglet here like find either a reason to not engage with back air or better means of playing around it. And right now he's still trying to hold directly in, trying to power through everything with these crouch dashes, but Palutena back air does not seem to care about any of these tools that Ziglet wants to use to bypass that.
Yeah, I think at this point, I think the stage pick, while yes, it can be good for sides here, I think it's actually benefiting Marcus a lot from the same game plan as game 1, right? Spacing out these back airs, and now you have tons of space to combo. While yes, this benefits Kazuya here, it doesn't look like Ziglet has gotten started on any of what he wants to do here, and still just Marcus needs to just find the back air that he needs. There's the Nair. It's not going to be enough, but 145, another back air is definitely going to do it.
Yeah, the longest 0 to death, but that's the passive aggression that you can see from how Palutena can play. Finally, a bit of an opening here. Gets the flash punch combo, seeing what he can do. Quick 50, oh, not. Okay, you missed one electric, had to make sure you could do 2 more.
Yeah, this is what I mean by this stage may, while be very good for Kazuya, it just allows for Palutena to get the pain train a lot easier with not a lot of escape options except for these side platforms. Laser going to be able to hit here as Ziglet still once again trying to close the gap, but Marcus going to land with the fair dash attack and find another bear. Can we get a bear counter here?
Please.
Oh, there's the spacing. That's the exact spacing you needed.
Yeah, finally catching Marcus in a position where they wanted to do something that wasn't back air. And that's the power of Kazuya crouch dashing. You can close the distance surprisingly quickly. Ziglet trying to find some overshoots here with that dash attack, looking to chase down a little bit quicker and respecting that space a whole lot more than he had before. Rage can do a whole lot, but it can screw up some of Kazuya's combos.
Yeah, I think so far Ziglet is doing a very good job of adapting at this point, definitely finding a lot more hits in, but it just seems like Marcus is ready to go no matter what. Get a little bit of ledge play here. It's not going to be enough, though, to get anything meaningful. Ziglet off stage once again. Rage Drive and Rage here ready to go, but it just looks like Marcus is playing, once again, this very aggressive defensive play where it's just, I'll just keep throwing out a hitbox. It's just so safe.
Yeah, I mean, look at how he's operating this. Just short hops, waiting and trying to keep as low to the ground as possible, able to bring up shield either in the back air or the normal shield at instant notice. Oh, looking for another electric there. Has 161 total rage electric into the back air. The laser doesn't follow through though, Lyric, but we may be able to see Ziglet actually able to use some of these adaptations and some of this rage. The up B not taking it off the top.
Yeah, this is the thing too. I mean, with higher ceilings like Town and City, these confirms aren't, you know, going off as early as Ziglet wants to get the stock here. Marcus, though, in edgeguard positioning here. We're going back to the back airs. We're going coast to coast, as I like to call it. From one side of the stage to the other, it is going to be the dash attack that just sends Ziglet off. Ziglet now on last stock here. Has to make something happen.
Ooh, I like that a lot.
Will be able to, and now here we go, last stock.
Yeah, being able to pivot into back air there. Looks like Marcus was DIing for the up B finisher, but while he did drop his stock there, a quick 60 is going to make you feel real good about continuing to play that strong game plan that Marcus has resigned to. Finally, a jump call out there from Ziglet. Nothing too crazy, though. We're just seeing a simple 80% as he tries to find yet another one of those openings. Any one hit can mean so much, but you're on ledge here.
Ooh, okay, Auto Reticle gonna hit, but the platform actually gonna come in, allowing for Ziglet to at least take a breath to reset here. There's the back air, Marcus lining up, Auto Reticle again. Ziglet gonna be able to recover, but still Marcus finds the nair. Honestly, Ubel, it could go either way at this point. Ziglet now does have stage control, at least for a moment. You can tell Marcus just lining up once again for more back airs.
Yeah, he is playing around this spot. Win condition achieved, honestly. Like you have back aired to oblivion, looking for this reset onto the platform. Not enough damage in order for the spiking hit of the nair to send into tumble, which was both a good and a bad thing.
Right. As
the platform height isn't the same as it is on stages like Pokemon Stadium 2, not allowing for the first tech to hit just in the nick of time.
Yep. Good set regardless, though. I'm happy that we got to see some real-time adaptation, right? Because Ziglet definitely just powered through the wall in game one, and then Marcus was able to really figure out the spacing that he really needed to just, you know, get what he needed to get. I mean, here are the highlights coming out from the last set in loser sevens here. Yeah, you know what?
I'm sorry. It's so funny to watch, like, back air electric. This is the interaction that decides who wins and who loses every single Palutena against Kazuya matchup. Just, I'm going to do my starter. You're going to do your defensive play. And we'll see how we adapt through it. Like right there with the Flash Tornado coming out from Ziglet, or the bevy of back airs that came out from Marcus in this game number 2.
Take a guess on how many. I would pay somebody like $2 to count how many back airs that was. It had to have been like close to 100. Between all 3 games.
Oh, easily.
Easily.
Like, easily.
All right.
But I mean, shout outs to Marcus for not overcompensating, especially after a rough start to game 1. It's like, okay, that happened. Kazuya things. Let me tunnel in on what works in game 1, and what works is back air, honestly.
I have to call it out. I feel like a lot of people, when they struggle with DLC, they get frustrated. They just get so frustrated. The quicker you are to accept that the character is the way it is going to be, the faster you can get on to the journey of improvement versus said character. You just have to accept sometimes that you're going to get hit by the stun, and then boom, your stock is gone. But